Welcome back to Red River Living. Today we've had a break in the weather a little bit. We've had a little bit of rain shower and we are out playing a little bit today. We are harvesting possum grapes. Yes, you heard me correctly, possum grapes. Don't confuse these with muscadine grapes. These are referred as possum grapes. And as you can see, the kids are on the ladder back here in the background. And we'll see just how many we get and how many it takes to make grape jelly. One at a time. Hey, you got to hurry up. It's going to take a while if you pick one at a time. So these grapes are native here in North Texas. As you can tell, they just grow in a bunch, just like the grapes. I'm originally from Arkansas, where we picked up muscadines, and I think they are a lot similar. The texture to the skin is similar. So it's just a wild grape that grows here in North Texas.
Snack time. You're silly.
This vine is actually growing into the tree. When we were down here cleaning up back in the winter time, I noticed that the vine, and we didn't cut it down just to see if it would make this year. And this vine has made really well. I've climbed down out of the tree and I broke one of the vines, and I was just going to kind of show y'all how the possum grapes grow on the vine before I pulled them off. They just grow in little bitty bunches there. We've basically got about 3/4 of a bucket full now. So we're going to go home, start cleaning them up. We got to get all the green out of them, the leaves, the trash, and wash them up real good. Then we'll start making some jelly out of them. So we have made it back to the house from down there in the bottom picking these possum grapes, and we were going to process them outside, but with the heat the way it is, we've decided to come back in the house, and we've got them poured into a pan here, and we're just going through them now and picking them out, getting the stems off of them and the leaves out of them, just the trash off of them for right now, and then once we get this stage done, then we'll wash them. We've gotten all our trash out, picked through them pretty good, but we still haven't washed them. So now we're going to put them in the sink and rinse them out and just try to get the trash out of them one last time before we heat them up. Keely's made her guess. I've made my guess. Keely thinks it could be close to 10 pounds. I said maybe 7, 8 pounds. I don't know yet, so we'll just kind of.
What's the verdict?
I think it came back.
Air. Is that what that says?
That's what I think it said.
Well, we know the bowl is 1 pound even. We measured it before. You want to take another guess?
No, what is it?
It's like almost 12 pounds.
Are you serious?
Alright, so we have turned on our stove and we're going to just be heating them up. And then we'll be using a potato smasher to go ahead and crush all these. And then we're going to put them in the fridge overnight to let them build all their juices. Crushing all those grapes. We're going to let it sit overnight in the fridge and then we will check on it back in the morning and finish it up. Alright, so it is the next day. We have let this sit in the fridge overnight. We've taken it out, kind of let it get to room temperature and then heated it back up just so it'll be easier to juice. We've got Mama over here. She is starting to juice it for us. She has a vintage juicer that we're using and it's perfect. It's catching all those seeds and that the skin of the grapes. Hey Brayden. What color do you see?
Purple.
Purple, that's right. Good job, bud.
Got it? All right.
We're all kind of taking turns because we're all wearing out our arms holding this and turning it. We're really tired, as Riley puts it. So after we get done doing this, we're gonna go ahead and take what we've already strained and run it through a cheesecloth. We can just look at it and see that there's still a lot of juice left on it. It's not quite getting all of it. So we're gonna see if we can try to salvage as much as possible. All right, so we're just gonna run it back through the strainer just to make sure we've caught it all. Right at 10 cups. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna pour the juice in our pot that we're going to heat it in. We end up having 10 cups almost perfectly. So we have measured out, there is about 3 heaping teaspoons of whole cloves that we're going to add into this. We will strain these out after it's heated all the way through. And then we're adding 5 cinnamon sticks into this as well. All right, so this is gonna go on the stove and we're going to simmer it for 30 minutes. You don't want it to boil because you don't want to evaporate any of that juice out of there. You just want it to simmer for 30 minutes. Straining out all those spices, so we're going to run it through the strainer one more time. Alright, so we have got it all strained. We are now going to add our Sure-Jell, and we're adding 3 packets of that to our recipe. I'll also link the recipe for the original recipe down below. And then we're adding about 3 tablespoons of butter as well. And then we're going to put it on the stove and bring it to a boil.
We've got it on the stove top. We're going to bring it up to a rapid boil, and once we get it up to a rapid boil, we'll be adding the sugar to it. Well, we've gotten it come up. It's come to a boil here, and at this stage we're about to add our sugar in. Once our sugar's in it, then we'll bring it back to a rapid boil and boil it for 1 minute after it comes back to a rapid boil. As you can see, we've come back to a really good boil here, and we've set a timer for 1 minute.
Up in half-pint jars. We're leaving about 1 inch of headspace. Mom's over here putting the lids on.
That's pretty good stuff right there on a hot biscuit and butter. And I must say, cloves and cinnamon makes it taste pretty good. So we're going to put them in our water bath, and they're going to be in the water bath for about 10 minutes.
Thank y'all so much for watching. We ended up getting about 18 half-pint jars of this Possum Grape Jelly.
Please like and subscribe.
See y'all next time on Red River Living.